on his way out. So many Conservative members voting against him in that.
I think we need to go back to the beginning. He was brought in really for two purposes. To, in his words, get Brexit done, because the previous Prime Minister, Theresa May, was, let's say, lukewarm on carrying out the Brexit mandate, and Boris Johnson had led the Brexit vote leave campaign to get Britain out of the EU 5 or 6 years earlier. So he came in and he did, in his words, get Brexit done. Obviously, Britain's divided and half the country do not support Brexit, but for those half that do, he did indeed get Britain out of the EU. And the second thing he was brought into was to offset the threat of Jeremy Corbyn, who was then leader of the opposition Labour Party, who is viewed correctly, in my view, as a kind of left-wing socialist extremist, also an anti-Semite, and just generally all-round a danger to the British economy and Western defences and so on. So it was very worrying. There had already been two consecutive Conservative Prime Ministers, David Cameron, then Theresa May. It's not that easy for the same party to stay in power with three leaders in a row. Boris Johnson was perceived as this great, larger-than-life journalistic celebrity. He'd been on TV a lot and so on, and he indeed did get an enormous 80-seat majority, one of the biggest majorities for decades. But he was never viewed particularly as a very good at governing. He's good at speaking, he's very articulate, you know, he certainly cracks a good joke and so on, he's entertaining, but that's a different skill to governing. And almost from the beginning, some of his closest allies, like his advisor Dominic Cummings, were saying, we want Boris out. He's done the job, he won the election, he got Britain out of the EU, we don't really want him to govern. So in a way, all these other little scandals really date back to the fact that he was, in a way, he used the Conservative Party or Brexit to get himself to be Prime Minister, but the party used him to offset Corbyn. Corbyn's been replaced. There's a more moderate opposition leader now, Keir Starmer.
What do you get